action. We were synchronized that time.
So Nat's trying to put together this Jenga thing, but she doesn't understand that her OCD isn't quite up to par today. She seems to have missed a block, but she can't find it. It's kind of funny.
What do you mean I missed a block? Wait, now I'm thinking, did I put it all correctly?
Actually, your name is 2 blocks. You have 2 blocks that have gaps.
Wait, I have to see it in your point of view here. Oh, is it this one?
Nope. 2 more. It's 2 places. Your hand's literally on it.
Honestly, like, you and your little brain teasers, like, no, seriously. Sanj,
Seriously, you have 2 places there. I'm not lying.
is this a trick question, though?
Nope. So the moral of today's story is that there's always more than one perspective and more than one way of looking at things. You have 2 gaps. That's one. And where's the other? It's very small, the other one.
This one right here. Wow. So on today's episode, we're going to be learning how to put together a Jenga puzzle.
But as if you have OCD. Oh, there you go. Now it's perfect.
Okay. Well, in all seriousness, I'm Nat.
I'm Sanj.
So we are starting this little podcast where we like to talk, a lot. And we talk about random things. We thought our conversations are pretty interesting. So I thought, other people would probably enjoy it as well. So I thought, why not? Let's play a game, pick a topic, and let's just talk. Right?
I agree.
Yeah. No selling, just talking,
So it says multicolored Jenga?
Well, it's, the rainbow sort of thing. We have the orange and yellow over there, but,
Try that another day.
Yeah. But wait, ground rules for Jenga, though. Sorry, because there's rules. It's one hand only, though.
Oh, come on. It's impossible.
No, it's not
These
impossible.
Are wood.
That's the proper way to do it. So I will do the first one.
Of course, take the easy one. All right, fine. Let's make this interesting.
Oh, okay. Well, the whole point of Antox, too, at the same time, we want to really talk about how, honestly, what we do on a day-to-day basis, because, we do a lot. We talk to a lot of people. But I think our main thing is to really just show people why Sanju started, GNL in the first place.
Well, let me start with this. Why do you work here?
Honestly, I didn't know what I was getting myself into. In real seriousness, I don't think everyone else knew what they were getting into. Because I like to think I'm the weird one here. And I'm the one that, keeps things a little bit more fun around here. Because I'm just awesome, obviously. But
only on Thursdays.
Only on Thursdays, yeah. Sure. But I think, the number, it's funny because the reason why I work here isn't even necessarily about the work. Because I love what I do, and I love my job and what I can do for my clients. But if you think about it, the job can be it's the same kind of job or same role in so many other companies, but it's the company that makes the difference. And so my number one thing, and especially because it was a time in my life where I was kind of identifying myself, and it was a time where I've had so many people judge me. So coming into into GNL, I felt as if it really was a safe space for me to explore who I am and find who I am through my work.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
What do you want?
$1 million.
It's your turn to think.
Yeah, it is.
1 finger.
1 finger.
Oh, come on. That was mine.
Too bad. The student becomes...
Sorry, let's take the same one we just put in.
No. What do you mean? You can't... that's cheating.
That's not good. No bueno.
Oh.
No good.
So, why... I mean, I know why I work here, but, why did you even start GNL? Because if it wasn't for you having your crazy idea to start it, I would not be here.
True. Good point. So really my whole purpose of creating and starting out this way is I wanted to put something out there that wasn't being done. So as you kind of mentioned that, creating a space where our clients and our family really, it's staff, we're all pretty much fam here, had a safe place to go to kind of put the ideas out there or put out concerns or even fears about their business. It's not going to work. Oh, come on. And actually come back in a way that they were given that sounding board to understand if that idea was actually good for them or not. And what we really want to commit to and what we really created here was a place where we were always honest and we always had the integrity to make sure that if the client wasn't going down the right path or we didn't see what they saw, we had that discussion, make sure they were okay. And really we kind of want to go back into companies and help them grow. And so what really makes us tick and, myself and Selena are really happy is when we start to have clients that have been around for 2, 5, 10 years that have grown and grown and grown. And they don't even look or think of anything else without kind of coming to us first, right? And it's cool because we've extended to different parts of their business where, it's not just the marketing and print. We're actually now helping them plan their expansion or helping them scale up or helping them, build up different practices if that's what they're doing. We're helping them, expand to different countries. And that's always been sort of the kind of goal of all of this is to see people grow that way. So we've been blessed that way. It's been really cool. And then the way that everything is changing and shifting, we've been very lucky to, have awesome people like yourself who can bring that expertise to the table and keep things fresh, right? And so I think that was really a big goal of what we were doing. We didn't want to become a wham bam thank you ma'am kind of thing, and where it's like, thanks for doing your website and I don't ever want to see you again because I did that wrong and the code sucks and it's gonna break in 2 months. We want to make something where that site, now the foundation, is something you can scale with for the next 10 years and we never have to gut it. We just keep building on it. So little things like that where we're able to bring that out or being able to define and create brands where when you looked at it, you understood it. You didn't need to see the realtor's picture. You didn't
there's
need
no questions
to,
asked.
write in there necessarily what you did. It's when you looked at it, you understood that person or that business, right? Now, those sort of the fun part of doing all this.
But I feel wow.
I'm eyeing that for like a minute.
I'm gonna be honest. I feel like that whole ideology just based off the fact that I think it's the way like our company. Wow, you just made it so much more difficult. It's the way like how our company culture is. If you think,
Oh, come on.
I really do think it's our company. Yes.
Dude, that's unfair.
You took the bottom one. Oh, this is dangerous. Oh my goodness. I feel like this is like as I was saying before, I was rudely interrupted. Oh my goodness, I did it. I feel like it goes back to like our culture and like our beliefs, because at the end of the day, you don't like, it's like you said, you don't make a website so it gets broken in 2 months. And like I think the whole thing is around is that with our clients we take ownership.
Yeah, accountability is huge.
And that's what it is. I think that's what makes a difference. And it's like, of course, it's like you can have this job anywhere. You can get a website anywhere. But the whole point is to get it so that it works, right?
Master at work. Fine without to drop the whole thing.
So if that's the way that you like treat your clients and everything, and like that's like your ideology, where did the and sign come from?
Everything that we kind of put out there always had a second part to it, or always had a question attached to it. Is okay, we've done this, and now what? We've gone out there and been a part of this community, and now what else can we do? We've brought on amazing staff or amazing people, and how can we make them better? So there's always that trailing. You know how most kids ask why?
Yeah.
For me, it was always like what's next? What's the next big thing? And once we start to hit goals and start to grow in a certain way, we're always looking to take it to the next level, right? And that's sort of where, as you'll probably get into, but the whole branding around the moon and the spaceman and all that stuff kind of came out. It's kind of, everything is infinite. There's no real end to it.
Yeah.
And that's sort of always been a core belief of ours, right?
Yeah.
Is making sure that there's always an and there's always a way to do it better and get better. Because once you become comfortable or complacent, you run out of steam really quick, or, you might as well just retire. So it's kind of, where do you bring that line and how do you keep people moving and growing forward?
Yeah.
So that's sort of been how it's been about. But, I'm so interested.
But like I even remember like the day I'll never forget, like, because at this time, like when we figured out the whole Moon Man like branding and everything, we still had like the tables all set up here, and I remember the Moon Man like canvas painting that we have. Oh, I think it's in our washroom now. We didn't downgrade him. We're upgrading him to another section. But I remember the painting was up there, and we were trying to figure out like.
Oh, it's too easy.
Yeah, that was an easy one. I have to say that was a cheat. That was a one. I'm sorry. I mean.
A cheating one? Yeah, that was a cheating one, you're right.
Like I remember we talk a lot about like the ownership and the this is gonna go down so quick. But it's crazy that where we work, it really is a place where we can see our vision like be executed. Yeah. Right? Because in my head, I'm thinking, if we didn't have that painting there, if I didn't say, oh, what about the moon man? What about the space? It never would have happened. So if that conversation never happened, ooh, this is dangerous. This is going to fall. This is so going to fall.
Why are you putting that out there? Don't put that out there.
If I never said anything, it would have never come into fruition.
And if you don't say anything, this Jenga game will go fine.
Dun, dun, dun.
I don't think I've ever focused on anything that much in my life.
Oh my goodness.
Ha!
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Sorry, go on.
So no, but like that's why it just for me it's like it really that's why I see value in working where I work and I think that's why I have so much of a passion for it because of the fact that we take ownership and it's like we really push to make sure that it's like I say to my clients, I feel like this is more my company than yours, sort of thing, right? Because it's like even yesterday in our meeting, we're like, oh, like if you succeed, we succeed, sort of thing, and that's the way it works. But not a lot of people even. It's like knock knock, knock knock.
Woodpecker, no, dude,
100%.
No
I'm so
way.
doing it.
That's so falling.
I'm so doing it. It's not gonna fall. It's not gonna fall. Excuse me.
You rigged this, didn't you?
Do I really have... Because the fact that I'm the short one doesn't really help.
The fact that you're looking at it from that angle. Oh, come on.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yo,
Let's see this like 7 minutes.
What were we talking about?
I don't know, but I'm scared.
Is my memory here? We were talking about the ant sign, and then we were talking about like the whole fact that if you think about it, like even like the way that we talk to our clients, like we never sell anything that's not us. Yeah.
I mean, what am I going to sell you? If you're
I took the easy way out.
If you don't see it the way we see it, then really we're never going to get along. Because all that's going to happen is you're always going to question what we're doing, we're always going to question what you're doing, and behind closed doors, we're not going to like each other. So what's the point? And that's sort of the same mentality behind why we also kind of do things like no contracts, because there's no point. If at the end of the day we reach a point where you don't like us or we don't like you, what are we doing? Mm-hmm. What's the point, right? So I think allowing clients to have that freedom, allowing our staff to have that freedom, allowing just everyone to work together as they feel fit, but ensuring that the client is first, number one, and number two, that we take, like you said, ownership and accountability and feel like that company's ours. Mm-hmm. And if we do that, it doesn't matter if we work a 9 to 5, 2 a.m. to 3 a.m, it doesn't matter. And that's sort of our philosophy is, work where you need to, do what you need to, just get it done on time and get it done in a way that you would want done for your own company. And I think that's very important for people to understand, because you can't tie, at least we found, a designer, let's say, to a desk from 9 to 5 and expect them to perform. Yeah. Because they're going to wake up at 3 a.m, have that brilliant idea and go, and put it away. Yeah. And all that does is a big disservice to our client, because that's not fair to them. They may have lost out on that next thing to take their business to that next level. So we're very unconventional in that sense, and I think it's a good thing. It's a bad thing. It's a bad thing because people don't understand it. It's a good thing because we love just the way that works out, right? And it is. Good luck. So that's really where I think the balance has to be and the shift has to be. So I'm excited to kind of go through the series. I'm excited to start building out a way that we can talk amongst ourselves and have people listen in if they'd like.
Hey, fair's fair. Wait, it didn't come out yet. Hold on.
So as this drops...
Oh my goodness. Well, yeah, like with we're going to be talking about a whole bunch of stuff, right? Like this is just like our first, oh my goodness, this is dangerous. See, now I don't know if this is another rule. Yeah. Yeah. Awesome. I love how you knew what I was gonna say. But yeah, we're gonna be talking about a whole bunch of different topics, whether that be culture, cars, coffee, chocolate, pizza, pure pizza, basically connoisseurs here. Oh my goodness. This will be mine.
And I think it'd be cool, if people want to suggest topics or whatever they want to do, they're free to, right? Just kind of email us or reach out to us on social and say, hey, listen, can we talk about TikTok, for example, or something that's trending or coming out that you guys are hearing about? We'd love to kind of talk about and give our perspective. Or, I think we have a few topics lined up around campaigns that have gone out there and sort of our take on it and what we think may have been done better or what we think was perfect about them, and kind of help people understand how things are shifting and moving around. So I'm really excited for this, and I'm not excited for this part, though.
So ask us for anything.
.com?
.com, AU48. Come on.
So, the grasshopper.
Wow. Honestly, this is a pretty impressive. This is a pretty impressive structure we have here.
I think we should take a vote as to who's going to win this.
Well, we're going to have to add it to our tally over there.
Is that right?
So. Well, we are going to be finishing this, little Jenga game here. So tune into our social to see who won. I have a pretty good feeling that,
whatever.
Nat over here is probably going to win. So, we're going to have a little vote on our story. So you have to guess, and you have to tell us who's going to win. Because, even though Nat's going to win here. But,
Maybe next year.
It's not that, 2020, see you next year. Don't even think about it. You're going to go right in the middle there. No, it's not going to happen.
Anyways, so we'll see you next time. Wish me luck.
Because he's going to need it, obviously.
And
thanks for listening, you
Thank
guys. You. That's Antox. #BamBam.
All right, cool. Let's finish this game.
Okay, yeah.